Cast your mind back to the early 20th century, to the throes of World War I, a time of great upheaval and innovation, a time when the world was reshaping itself in the crucible of conflict. The year 1914 marked the beginning of this war, a war unlike any other. The skies, once a realm of peace and tranquility, were soon to be transformed into a battlefield. At first, aircraft were seen merely as tools for reconnaissance, their pilots' eyes scanning the ground below for enemy positions. But as the war progressed, so did the role of these airborne vessels. They transitioned from passive observers to active participants in the theater of war. From their wings sprouted machine guns, turning these aircraft into offensive weapons. No longer were they just eyes in the sky, they were now talons, ready to strike, and thus the stage was set for the first successful aerial combat between fighter aircraft. Now we've set the stage, let's dive into the action of the first successful aerial combat. In the spring of 1915, French aviator Roland Garros found himself in a unique position. He was seated in the cockpit of his aircraft, high above the trenches, facing off against a German plane. But Garros had a secret weapon, a revolutionary piece of technology that would change aerial warfare forever, a machine gun, synchronized to fire through the arc of his propeller without damaging it. This innovation, the brainchild of Garros and his mechanic Jules Hue, involved the use of deflector plates. These metal wedges, fitted onto the propeller blades, would deflect any bullets that might otherwise shatter the wood. It was a simple yet ingenious solution, allowing Garros to aim his aircraft and fire directly at his adversary. The day was April 18th, and Garros was ready. He maneuvered his plane towards the German aircraft, aimed, and fired. Bullets whizzed through the air, puncturing the enemy plane. It was a success, the first of its kind. The German aircraft was forced to descend, marking the first victory in what would come to be known as a dogfight. The skies above the Western Front were forever changed. Garros's triumph was not just a personal victory, but a defining moment in military history. The sky was no longer a place of observation and reconnaissance, but a battlefield in its own right. This groundbreaking encounter marked a turning point in the history of warfare, as the skies became a new battleground. Let's now reflect on the impact of this first successful aerial combat. The initial dogfight, a pivotal moment in World War I, marked a new era of warfare. Aerial combat strategies were birthed, reshaping the battlefield and forever changing the face of warfare. This event didn't just influence the outcome of the war, it also laid the groundwork for future air warfare tactics. So, the first successful aerial combat not only altered the course of World War I, but it also paved the way for the air warfare strategies we see today.